crazy to say August TBR because wow, it's August already, and it's also crazy because it's been such a long time since Megan and I have started our YouTube channel, which is just crazy, and we've had so much fun making all these videos, and it's just been really fun. But we are not, obviously, again today making a sort of challenge video. I am, like I said before, like twice now, I'm filming my August TBR. So I kind of feel like I have a huge, ambitious TBR, but there are a lot of books that I actually need to read for school. So I'm just going to hop right into it so we don't take too long, and let's just get started. So the first book that I have to read, which I already started and have been trying to finish, is Jane Eyre by Charlotte Bronte. This is actually one of my requirements for school, which I said in my July wrap-up, and I'm on page 185, and it's definitely a slow read. I actually just watched the movie, well, it won't be yesterday when I put this up, but a couple days ago, and I didn't like it that much either, but I felt like it helped for me to get moving along with this book a little bit faster. I don't know what edition this is. It just says Arc Tourist on here. I don't know if you can see that. It says it right here, so maybe that's the edition it is. But I found it at a bookstore called Books A Million, and that's just where I got it from because it was only like $5. And if you're wondering why there's all these like sticky notes, it's because we have to annotate. This book that I plan on reading is one that I don't have here, but it's also a school requirement, and that's The Count of Monte Cristo by Alexander Dumas, I believe. And yes, that's also another one of the classics, and I don't have it with me yet, but I know I'm going to have to get it because I also have to annotate. I absolutely have no idea what it's about, so that's going to be fun. Requirement for my summer homework is to read I Am Malala by Malala Yousafzai, and with Christina Lamb. So I am actually quite excited to read this book. I don't know if probably most of you have heard or know who Malala is. She was the girl who was shot by the Taliban straight in the head, and she survived, and she's the youngest winner of the Nobel Peace Prize. So I'm pretty excited to start this. I haven't read a nonfiction book in literally forever, so this will be a nice change of pace. And yeah, I really like this book. Even though this book was so expensive for paperback, it was $16. So that's really expensive, but I bought it at Barnes & Noble, so you know, what do you expect? These books are kind of like, I would say, limbo books. I'm not quite sure if I'm going to read them yet, so we'll see how it turns out. But the first one I will be getting to most likely if I finish my summer requirements, and that is Never Always Sometimes by Adele Said. I'm actually pretty excited to read this because it's a contemporary, and I haven't been reading contemporary lately. I've been reading actually a lot of fantasy. I read what's it called, the Throne of Glass series, and I've been reading pretty much the classics lately, and I'm super excited to be jumping in to contemporary, and I'm super excited to read this because it's a contemporary, and I just said contemporary like 15 million times. I'm actually not quite sure about the rating on this. I believe we got like a little higher than 3 stars, which might be a little rating on Goodreads. I'm not quite sure, but I know this is not going to take me a long time because look at the font of this book. Like, it's so small. I'm so big. So super excited to read this, and I just dropped it. So yeah, Never Always Sometimes by Adele Said, and this is also the same author of Let's Get Lost. So I did have that book once. I borrowed it from the library, but then I returned it and I never got to read it. So that's upsetting. Now, books, I'm not quite sure which one I'm going to read first, but this one is The Raven Boys by Maggie Stiefvater. I've never read this. Megan has read it, but she said it is very slow. I feel like it, and someone spilled coffee on this because this is also from the library, but this also has pretty big fonts, so I'm kind of excited to read this, and it will be another one of the fantasy books that I have yet to read, so that's exciting. So I'm either going to read this one, or I'm going to read for my very first time Harry Potter, and this is Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. And yes, obviously I have never read this. This isn't even my copy. This is actually my cousin's copy. And yeah, so I'm pretty excited to possibly start this if I finish the other books that I want to read. And I'm really excited about it because, like I said, I've never read Harry Potter. So yeah, it's going to be a fun journey to finally start this, possibly this month in August. That is it for my August TBR. I hope you guys enjoyed, and hopefully I can get through these books, and if not, you'll learn about it in my August wrap-up, which will be pretty intense because that means August is over, and that'd be sad because that means summer's over. So anyway, I'm going to wrap this video up before I ramble on too much, and like I said before, I really hope you enjoyed this video. All links to all these books will be down below, and all the links to all, again, Megan and my social media will be linked down below in the down bar, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video.